Bot is active. JD Ellis from South Africa in Craner Curves is second. Dolph Hoff from South Africa is third. Tommy Glad from South Africa in Starkey's Straight is sixth. Blake Kruger from South Africa in Wheatcroft Straight is fifth. Best lap is a 2:21.773. Connor Bergstrom is P1. Best lap is a 1:52.668. Blake Kruger in Starkey's Straight is P5. Dolph Hoff in Wheatcroft Straight is P3. The race session is at Donington Park National Circuit in Donington, Great Britain. The wind speed is 3 km/h from the north-northeast. Peter Geldenhuis is first. Connor Bergstrom is second. Blake Kruger from South Africa is P3. Mike McGeer from South Africa is P4. Tommy Glad from South Africa is 5th. JD Ellis from South Africa is 6th. Dolph Hoff from South Africa is P7. Peter Geldenhuis from South Africa is P1. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Connor Bergstrom in Wheatcroft Straight is P2. Tommy Glad is P5. Dolphoff is 7th. Connor Bergstrom in Schwantz Curve is 2nd. Dolphoff is P7. Connor Bergstrom in Starkey's Straight is 2nd. Tommy Glad in Starkey's Straight is P4. Tommy Glad lost 5th to JD Ellis. Mike McGear in Wheatcroft Straight is P5, 0.1 behind Tommy Glad. Mike McGear is now P4. JD Ellis in Wheatcroft Straight is P6, 0.2 behind Mike McGear. Dolphoff in Hollywood is P7, 0.4 behind JD Ellis. Blake Kruger is P3. Best lap is a 2:07.981. 0.286 off the fastest lap. Mike McGear on lap 2 is 4th, 0.1 ahead of Tommy Glad. Tommy Glad in Starkey's Straight is P5, 0.2 behind Mike McGear. Connor Bergstrom in Wheatcroft Straight on lap 2 is 2nd, 0.3 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Mike McGear in Redgate is 5th. Best lap is a 2:07.957. 42.107 off the fastest lap. Mike McGear passed Tommy Glad for P4. Dolphoff is P6, 0.2 behind Tommy Glad. Connor Bergstrom is P2, 0.3 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Blake Kruger in Coppice is 3rd, 0.4 behind Connor Bergstrom. Dolphoff in Starkey's Straight is P6, 0.4 behind Tommy Glad. Ten minutes remaining in the session. Connor Bergstrom in Wheatcroft Straight is 2nd, 0.3 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Tommy Glad in Hollywood is P5, 0.2 behind Mike McGear. Dolph Hoff on lap 4 is 6th, 0.3 behind Tommy Glad. Dolph Hoff passed Tommy Glad for P5. Tommy Glad on lap 4 is P6, 0.1 behind Dolph Hoff. Connor Bergstrom in Starkey's Straight is P2, 0.3 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Tommy Glad in Wheatcroft Straight is 6th, 0.2 behind Dolph Hoff. Connor Bergstrom is 2nd, 0.5 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Tommy Glad in Craner Curves is P6, 0.3 behind Dolph Hoff. Connor Bergstrom in McLean's is P2, 0.5 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Tommy Glad in Coppice is P6, 0.5 behind Dolph Hoff. Dolph Hoff was 1.2 faster last lap. Connor Bergstrom in Wheatcroft Straight is P2, 0.3 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Tommy Glad in Wheatcroft Straight is P6, 0.3 behind Dolph Hoff. Peter Geldenhuis is P2, 0.4 behind Connor Bergstrom. Tommy Glad is 6th, 0.4 behind Dolph Hoff. Peter Geldenhuis from South Africa in Wheatcroft Straight is P2, 0.5 behind Connor Bergstrom. Tommy Glad in Wheatcroft Straight is 6th, 0.5 behind Dolph Hoff. Peter Geldenhuis is 2nd, 0.3 behind Connor Bergstrom. Five minutes remaining in the session. Dolph Hoff is P5, 0.8 behind Mike McGear. Peter Geldenhuis in Roberts is P2, 0.3 behind Connor Bergstrom. Dolphoff is 5th, 0.9 behind Mike McGeer. Connor Bergstrom is P2, 0.1 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Dolphoff in Starkey's Straight is 5th. Connor Bergstrom in Redgate is P2, 0.5 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Peter Geldenhuis was 1.0 faster last lap. Dolphoff is P5. Best lap is a 1:22.933. 0.799 off the fastest lap. Connor Bergstrom in Starkey's Straight is P2. J.D. Ellis in Wheatcroft Straight is 6th. Connor Bergstrom in McLean's is 2nd, 1.0 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Mike McGeer in Starkey's Straight is 4th, 4.0 behind Blake Kruger. Connor Bergstrom in Craner Curves is 2nd, 0.7 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Blake Kruger from South Africa is P3, 2.9 behind Connor Bergstrom. Connor Bergstrom was 0.5 faster last lap. Connor Bergstrom in Wheatcroft Straight is P2, 0.9 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Mike McGeer in Craner Curves is 4th. Best lap is a 1:22.940. 0.806 off the fastest lap. Connor Bergstrom in McLean's is 2nd, 0.4 behind Peter Geldenhuis. The leader has just finished the race. Peter Geldenhuis finished 1st. Connor Bergstrom finished 2nd. Blake Kruger finished 3rd. Mike McGeer finished 4th. Dolph Hoff finished 5th. Tommy Glad finished P6. JD Ellis finished P7. Tommy Glad finished P6. Announcer bot is active. Dole Hoff from South Africa in Coppice is first. Mike McGeer from South Africa in Wheatcroft Straight is first. JD Ellis from South Africa in Wheatcroft Straight is second on streets. Mike McGeer in Wheatcroft Straight is first. JD Ellis in Starkey's Straight is P2. Mike McGeer in Starkey's Straight is P1. Best lap is a 1:44.270. JD Ellis in Schwann's curve is P2. Mike McGeer in Starkey's Briggy is P1. Best lap is a 1:23.739. The race session is at Donington Park National Circuit in Donington, Great Britain. The wind speed is 12 km/h from the north-northeast. Peter Geldenhuis is first. Connor Bergstrom is second. Blake Kruger from South Africa is P3. Mike McGeer from South Africa is P4. Dolf Hoff from South Africa is P5. Tommy Glad from South Africa is P6. JD Ellis from South Africa is P7. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Peter Geldenhuis is first. Mike McGeer in Wheatcroft Straight is P4. JD Ellis is 7th. Blake Kruger in Craner Curves is P3. Tommy Glad is 6th. JD Ellis is 7th. Tommy Glad is P6. JD Ellis is 7th. Tommy Glad from South Africa in Starkey's Straight is 7th, battling JD Ellis. Tommy Glad passed JD Ellis for P6. JD Ellis in Starkey's Straight is 7th, battling Tommy Glad. Connor Bergstrom in Wheatcroft Straight is P2, 0.2 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Blake Kruger in Wheatcroft Straight is P3, 0.2 behind Connor Bergstrom. Blake Kruger lost 3rd to Mike McGeer. Tommy Glad in Craner Curves is 5th, 0.3 behind Blake Kruger. Blake Kruger is 4th, 0.2 behind Mike McGeer. Tommy Glad is 5th, 0.3 behind Blake Kruger. Connor Bergstrom in Starkey's Straight is P2, 0.2 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Tommy Glad in Wheatcroft Straight is 4th, 0.4 behind Mike McGeer. Connor Bergstrom on lap 3 is third, 0.1 behind Mike McGear. Connor Bergstrom lost third to Blake Kruger. Blake Kruger is P3, 0.3 ahead of Connor Bergstrom. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Connor Bergstrom in Coppice is P4. Best lap is a 1:27.071. Blake Kruger in Wheatcroft Straight is third. Best lap is a 1:23.770. 0.693 off the fastest lap. Connor Bergstrom in Hollywood is P4, 0.3 behind Blake Kruger. Blake Kruger is third, 0.4 ahead of Connor Bergstrom. Blake Kruger was 2.0 faster last lap. Connor Bergstrom in Starkey's Straight on lap 4 is P4, 0.3 behind Blake Kruger. Blake Kruger in Redgate is third. Connor Bergstrom is fourth, 0.2 behind Blake Kruger. Blake Kruger in Coppice is third, 0.4 ahead of Connor Bergstrom. Connor Bergstrom in Starkey's Straight on lap 5 is P4, 0.3 behind Blake Kruger. Blake Kruger in Hollywood is P3, 0.4 ahead of Connor Bergstrom. Connor Bergstrom is P4. Best lap is a 1:23.198. 0.271 off the fastest lap. Blake Kruger in Starkey's Strait is P3. Connor Bergstrom in Wheatcroft Strait is P4, 0.3 behind Blake Kruger. Blake Kruger is 4th, 0.2 behind Connor Bergstrom. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Connor Bergstrom on lap 7 is P4 battling Blake Kruger. Connor Bergstrom passed Blake Kruger for P3. Blake Kruger in Coppice is 4th, 0.8 behind Connor Bergstrom. Connor Bergstrom in Wheatcroft Strait is 3rd, 1.0 ahead of Blake Kruger. Blake Kruger is P4, 1.4 behind Connor Bergstrom. Connor Bergstrom in Starkey's Strait is P3, 0.6 behind Mike McGeer. Peter Geldenhuis from South Africa is P1, 3.6 ahead of Mike McGeer. Peter Geldenhuis was 0.8 faster last lap. Mike McGeer is P3. Best lap is a 1:22.993. 0.808 off the fastest lap. Peter Geldenhuis in Starkey's Strait is 1st, 3.6 ahead of Connor Bergstrom. Mike McGeer in Wheatcroft Strait is P3. Hoffing Craner curves is P5. Mike McGeer in Starkey's Straight is third, 1.1 behind Connor Bergstrom. Peter Gelden, who is from South Africa, is P1, 4.4 ahead of Connor Bergstrom. Mike McGeer is P3, 0.5 behind Connor Bergstrom. Mike McGeer passed Connor Bergstrom for P2. The leader has just finished the race. Peter Gelden, who is finished first. Connor Bergstrom finished P2. Mike McGeer finished third. Blake Kruger finished fourth. Dolph Hoff finished P5. Tommy Glad finished sixth. Tommy Glad finished P6.